Good morning. Welcome to this rainy day here in Asheville, North Carolina. I was working with somebody this morning and we were going over everything she's accomplished in the last year, how much things have changed from the day that she walked into the office, the day that she came in with pain. Well, the day that she came in knowing she was never without pain, and how much things have changed at this almost year anniversary. And it got me thinking about my own journey. And I can remember being in pain, having those migraines every day, and going to the doctors and repeating tests and new tests, and throughout that process, even though I was working with medical professionals, I felt unheard, I felt disregarded. I felt like nobody was really paying attention to what I was sharing and what I believed the problem to be. Now, I'm not in any way saying that the doctors didn't know anything or that they weren't doing the best that they could. I just know how I felt, that I felt, unheard and disregarded. Until I met my chiropractor, and for the first time, I did feel heard. I did feel understood and regarded. I felt like somebody was really interested in what I had to share about what was going on for me. And of course, chiropractic, I became a chiropractor, and it really it changed everything. And once I went to school and opened my own practice, one of the things that I forgot, and I'll say I forgot, was don't go it alone. I tried to go it alone. I tried to figure it out by myself and realized, fortunately, pretty quickly that wasn't going so well. So I hired a professional, and that helped a lot. And fortunately, it helped so much I realized that she was no longer the best fit for me, that source of support, that coach in this particular case. And I found myself going it alone again. And that's what I did for many years in my practice. I tried to figure it out on my own. I was trying to do it myself. I was trying to save money, and I would go so far as to pinch pennies, I would say. And it wasn't until, a couple of years ago now, that I decided one day going it alone didn't work. I was working harder. I was working a lot of hours. I was spinning my wheels. I felt stagnant. I felt stuck certainly in a number of areas of my life. Not in all of them, but in a lot of them. And what I was doing for myself as far as, I decided that I needed to put myself first. I had to make myself the priority. I had to make my practice my priority. And at that point, I decided to make my self-care goals number one. And I started making some immediate changes. And that attitude, that perception opened up a lot of possibilities. And it was because I decided to put myself and make myself my number one priority that I also realized that doing it alone did not make sense. And finding the cheapest or most affordable person to work with was not in my best interest either. And it's when I was ready to work with someone who heard me, who understood what was going on, and could support me being me, figuring me out. Over the years, I've been pretty damn good, to be blunt and direct, at helping others do that for them, but not so great about doing it myself. And I don't know if you find this, that I got in my own way. And it wasn't until I hired a professional to help me get out of my own way that I made leaps and bounds in literally all areas of my life. And what I realized, that the cost up front, the cost for working with this professional, saved me so much time, so much effort, so much resources. It saved me money, and I found myself focusing on goals that I originally had in my mind that would be 5-year goals, 10-year goals, or even lifetime goals, and I was doing them now. I was looking at them now. And a lot of that had to do with getting really clear on what I wanted and what I could do for myself to get them. And that was using the techniques that I used in my office. I used them on myself, and with her help, get out of my own way. Now, why am I sharing this? I share this because I talk to people and I see people online, on Facebook, out in the community, who are trying to do it themselves. They're trying to figure it out on their own, and they're finding it hard, they're finding it painful, they're finding that it's a struggle, and that was me, and it sucks. So my question for you is, what is it costing you to take care of yourself by yourself? What I did a couple of years ago was decide that I wanted to be living a vibrant life, a vital life, a big, huge, awesome, full life of freedom, of flexibility, of just living life large. I made over my life. I decided I wanted a vibrant life makeover. And that's what I've gone about doing for myself, and I've learned so much along the way, and I've also have helped others do that. And that was the conversation that I had with a woman in the office this morning who has been coming for about a year. One of the things that she said was that she accomplished 5 years or 10 years worth of work in one. That if she would have gone this alone, that it would have taken her, well, a minimum of 2, she said. She's like, if everything really, really, really went well. But it was more like 5 or 10 years worth of personal work in one. And on top of that, she is 99% confident that she's in the right place, at the right time, on the right path, and she can trust herself. Well, I don't know about you, but I get goosebumps thinking that, because I get it. I know what it's like to take years worth of work and get it done in a lot less time. And that's what I'm here to share with you. How do you have a vibrant life makeover? If taking over your life sounds like something in, if you want to do 5 or 10 years worth of personal growth in one, feeling fully supported and getting really clear on what you want, then I'd love to hear from you. Ask questions, make comments, share your stories. You can do it below the video. You can send me a private message, or you can sign up for a complimentary call with me. so we can dive in and see what's going on for you. I look forward to connecting with you, sending love and health and ease in your transformation until we talk again. Bye.